Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome back, welcome to my channel. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today is Tuesday, July 15th. We're already in the middle of July. I can't even believe it. So this morning, I was meditating, walking, thinking about, if there was going to be a message coming through, who it would be for, what I would need to do a reading on. And I was thinking about my own businesses, the things that I'm doing. I don't know. My mind was just kind of wandering all over the place. And so, I sat down at my desk and I was just looking at my cards. I was talking to my guides, and they just pointed me toward a deck and another deck. And I shuffled and got some cards out, read them, and looked at them, and then kind of took a little break and asked, is this a message you want me to get out? And the answer was yes. So I just immediately clicked on record. So here we are. Here we are. So whoever this message is, I feel like there is quite a profound message here. Who's ever reading this is. I feel like there is quite a profound message in it. So the first deck they asked me to get is called the Tree of Life Oracle. I don't use this a lot. It has long messages in it, but the cards came right out. The first card out, 30th Path, the Sun. Purpose, vision, and self-mastery. And I just love this. It has a lot of symbolism in it. I can't remember who. Right now, it's escaping me who the god is with the head of a bird. Is it ibis or? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm probably going to say the wrong thing. You can drop it in the comments if you know. But on this boat moving, and the whole card is golden and beautiful. And this talks about your purpose, your vision, and self-mastery of that. So it's like what they're giving me is it's a message of our purpose. We need to master what we're doing. Like, let's say, like, for instance, for me, my past life regression, my BQH stuff, I am still, even a year later, doing practice sessions because I want to be how can I say it? Well versed. There are so many things that can happen in a hypnosis session. You have to be ready. If a person says they're nowhere, or they're just floating in blackness, or if they go somewhere that scares them, you have to really know what to do. And I don't want to offer services that I'm not ready to offer. So I'm still mastering that. I'm still working on that, still working on myself, still making sure that I know what I'm doing and that I can actually help people, because that is the whole reason why I became certified in that. If you want to have a free session with me for that as a practice session, I am more than happy to do it. I haven't done any over Zoom, but I'm confident that I can. So just send me an email if you're interested in volunteering for a practice BQH session, Beyond Quantum Hypnosis. Okay, so that's my little blurb about that. I don't know why I'm saying that, but if you're doing something or wanting to offer something or wanting to start a business, and you clicked on this reading, I guess this is a message about self-mastery, mastering what it is you're going to offer and do. And then we have the element of earth, another beautiful, well, the whole deck is beautiful, but these two cards are gorgeous. Practical, grounded, and determined. So when we take these two cards together and we're talking about what we offer, what we do, who we are, our purpose, our vision, and self-mastery, being practical, grounded, and determined. It all goes together, right? In fact, maybe I'll put these in a different position here. It all goes together, all of that. When you're trying to do something, whether it's you're working for someone else and you're trying to master what you're doing at work, whether it's a business of your own, whatever it may be, We need to stay grounded and be practical about what we're doing, not setting goals that are too far out of reach, not setting goals and setting ourselves up to fail, right? And then the next deck that they guided me to is the Oracle of the Universe. This is another beautiful, beautiful deck. And the first card that came out of that is love. Always, always love yourself. This is a 29, which is 11, master number. Delphinus, love. This is a constellation. And it says, know what you are looking for if seeking a partner. This could be a partner in life or a partner in business. Be clear around your boundaries when it comes to love and all relationships. Slow down. Pay attention to how flow is being played out in your life at the present. Be aware that by hanging on to a grudge or an imbalance, the clean flow to what you desire will be interrupted. If you place your happiness in the hands of others, chances are you won't be happy. I love that. So our happiness needs to come from within, from ourselves, from what we do. And this card is also talking about the flow of things, not forcing something, not trying to make it happen, right? So interesting that these cards that came up. I love my guides. They're never wrong. They're never wrong. I just have to sit and listen and connect, and they will give me what I need to do. And then we have consistency. Sirius, the dog star, consistency. I mean, yeah. Being consistent, practicing, staying grounded, being sure that you have mastered what it is you want to offer makes sense. Being reliable and consistent is an important aspect of being trusted by others. Stay on your path. Keep building positive habits. Loyalty is valued. Your path will be illuminated. You are standing at a crossroads, but you already know the correct path to take. I love this. Being connected to your guides, being connected to your soul, being connected to yourself, so important when it comes to this, right? So I haven't named this yet, obviously, because I'm not done with it, but I'm really thinking that this is a reading for those who are trying to start their own business and are having struggles with it. You know, that's what I'm feeling, but we'll see. Okay, oh my gosh. Yeah, 5 of Wands. There's a practice card, right? Coming right out. Love my guides. This is the Red Dragon deck, the Pendragon deck, the Llewellyn deck, the King Arthur deck, I sometimes call it. Incidentally, before this reading, or right as I was starting it, I did use the Mother Mary spray. And that, usually when I'm guided to use that, it means that people need some love and nurturing. So this could be, as I'm feeling that this is a message for people that are struggling to start their own business and feeling a little bit defeated and needing a message on that, needing to love themselves through it. You know, it's really important to, you know, think about each victory that you have. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. Taurus energy. Beliefs, traditions. Sometimes it's breaking away from those. One important message I'm hearing, which came out in the Oracle cards, is not to pin your happiness on someone or something other than yourself. You are responsible for your own happiness. And funny enough, what was the reading I did? I think it was a Sagittarius reading where the main message was happiness is a choice. Yeah, and that's, I mean, the person who really brought that to the forefront was Michael J. Fox, when he was diagnosed with Parkinson's and his whole life was turned upside down. Jeepers creepers. 5 of Cups, more fives, change. Oh no, that's a 2 of Cups, excuse me. Partnership, yeah. And the 7 of Pentacles, what are you going to do with what you have learned and the knowledge that you have and what you've created? I love this. My guides are never wrong. I sometimes when they give me something, as far as a reading goes, and I start and I'm like confused, I'm like, where is this going? Like I don't understand it. But as it unfolds, if I trust them, which I do, it will it will unfold right as it should. It's just amazing to me. Okay, one more card, please, Spirit. One more card. One more. Just waiting for the right one. I hope you're all doing well. It's going to be a hot one. I think it's going to be like 87 degrees Fahrenheit here today in Maine. We never used to get days this hot. I really, as a kid, I don't remember it being really, really hot like it has been. Okay, let's take these in the order in which they came. First card out, Five of Wands. And this is practice. This card clearly shows it. These guys are out with their wands probably because this is like a medieval deck, practicing sword fighting, but practicing with sticks. But this is practice, practice, practice. That's the message of that card. So whatever it is that you're wanting to offer, practice, practice. And the Hierophant, this is a 5. So this is your third 5. So this was a 41, which is a 5. This is the 5 of Wands. This is the Hierophant, which is a 5. You could be, this can be Taurus, but this is also representing traditions, beliefs, education, wisdom. Again, going right along with the theme of practicing and getting your education, getting the wisdom, drawing that in, and possibly breaking from tradition is what I'm hearing, because obviously people that are watching this channel are not, probably not just looking for your everyday job, right? Two of Cups, partnership. So twos are balance and choice. Cups are nurturing and love. Now this particular card in this deck shows these two people hugging, but they're in all these brambles, meaning there's something that needs to be figured out, right? There are flowers on the brambles, but you can see that they are kind of encased in there, right? And she's holding her cup, he's holding his cup, they're hugging, and then they have this medical symbol above with the lion and wait. I mean, there's a lot going on in this card, but really the message that I'm getting right now is that there's still some work to do with your, they're giving me the word cohorts, but I don't know why that's coming in. There's still some work to do with your co-partners, co-owners. Even like in my case, it would be the people that I'm asking to volunteer so that I can get more practice in. Still some more practice is needed, right? Before you can get out of that bramble situation. And then the Seven of Pentacles, okay? This is everything that you've created and learned. Pentacles are your, what's in the physical, money. I mean, it definitely could be what you've created for your business, like, business cards and websites and payment platforms and all of that. And he's just looking up there trying to decide, okay, what do I do now? I can't believe how this reading is coming together this way. It's amazing to me. The way that these cards are, maybe I can just kind of spread these out a little bit, even though that's not typically where I would put that, but we're going to run out of room. Okay, so deciding what you're going to do and what is holding you back, this Eight of Swords, your own thoughts, your own defeating thoughts, your own doubts and fears, right? But you can get out of that. She's very loosely held there, standing on a rock. She can just walk right away from those swords. Swords are thoughts and communication, right? So typically this is you holding yourself prisoner, holding yourself back because you don't believe in yourself or you don't feel like you're ready. Now, if you truly don't feel like you're ready, then you need to follow what we said before. The practice, right? Getting more wisdom, making sure that you're getting with the right partner or the right volunteers or the right people around you, looking at everything you've created and deciding how it is you want to move forward with this business or venture, whatever it is that you're doing. but not holding yourself back with negativity, right? And then you have the Three of Pentacles. This is, threes are creation and collaboration. They're also the Holy Trinity, the mind, body, spirit connection. So this Three of Pentacles, collaboration, this is definitely, I can't believe my guides, they're so good. Yeah, bringing it all together, right? Figuring out who is going to be your collaborator. Who is the best collaborator for you, right? And how that's going to work. So let's recap the whole thing. 30th path, the sun, purpose, vision, and self-mastery. The element of earth, practical, grounded, and determined. And then we had the love card, right? Remembering to love yourself. And the consistency card, being loyal and being trusted is one of the ways that you can get your customers in. You know, you have to know what you're doing, know what you're offering, master it, be grounded, and just know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And yes, I know what to do, and I am good enough at it now so that I can move forward. And then with the Five of Wands, the practice card, the Hierophant, we just talked about getting the wisdom. The Two of Cups, knowing who your partner should be, knowing who you should choose for a partner in a cohort, whatever you want to call it, a volunteer, what have you. That Seven of Pentacles, choosing, not holding yourself back, and then collaborating. I love this. All right, let's see if there is anything else. Oops, I almost knocked that off there. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come out from the mini tarot deck to add to this. But it's quite obvious to me that the message for those of you trying to start a business who feel like you're a little bit stuck possibly is that one of the problems could be there's more that you need to learn, there's more that you need to practice, and you also need to be looking out for either partners, people to hire, co-workers, or volunteers that can help you. What is that? Six of Swords. Moving on or trying to move on to something new and carrying too much old baggage with you. That's thoughts and communication. Nine of Cups. A lot of stuff being created, and he's just sitting there saying, okay, I've done all this, similar to that Seven of Pentacles. Created a lot of things, loved and nurtured through it. And then you have the King of Cups. King of Cups is a loving, nurturing king, but he's somewhat bored. He's ready to get going with something. So that's the King of Cups there. Kings are masters at whatever they have there, whatever they're doing. Let me see what else happened. Okay. And then the High Priestess. That is connecting in to your higher self, your intuition. What happened to... Okay. That's weird. There's no stone on that. All right. So, Seven of Swords. When you're moving ahead with your business, your vision, or what it is that you're going to do, you simply cannot bring all the old thoughts with you. You can't bring the old fears, thoughts with you. You have to be determined to only take what you need, right? Don't make the boat top heavy there. And then you have the Nine of Cups. Cups are love and nurturing, emotion, right? This guy's sitting there with his cup, and he's created all these things that are sitting up here on a shelf similar to that, right? The Seven of Pentacles, he's looking at what is created. The Nine of Cups, he's sitting there with everything he's created behind him, but he's not doing anything with it. So this is when you're going to have to decide what to do, right? King Cups, this is masculine. This is nurturing, loving, masculine energy. You see, he's kind of got one foot forward. He's like, okay, come on, let's go. But in a loving, nurturing way, nurturing yourself, loving yourself through it, but knowing that you have the knowledge, because kings are at the top of the suit, right? That's it. That's as high as you can go with that love and emotion. Then you have the High Priestess. This is a 2. You had a 2 with Two of Cups partnership. Choice and balance. She's between two pillars, right? She is the one who is fully connected to her third eye, to her gut instinct, right? She is up there in the ether. Look, she's got a tree growing out of her crown chakra, right? And she's got knowledge right here in that scroll. So when it comes to moving on, you guys, we can do it. We need to make sure that we have the right people around us. We need to make sure that we are actually ready to jump off and do this. And just make sure that we have our ducks in a row, that we have all our wisdom, that we've practiced enough, that we've had some volunteers. I know what I was saying to you at the beginning sounds like this is my reading. It probably is mine, plus other people who feel kind of stuck when they have been trying to start a business. So there are a few steps in this reading. If this is your reading, Spirit is telling us there's a few steps that need to be taken first. A few things that we need to get into order. A few more things we need to practice. A few more things we need to learn. So I hope that this message is uplifting to you so that you don't feel like sometimes I do it to myself. I'm like, oh my God, why don't I have, 100,000 subscribers? Or, why can't I get more volunteers so that I can get going with my hypnosis business? And I start to get down on myself, but that's wrong because timing is divine. When the time is right, the thing will just take off. And there's somebody that I listen to on YouTube. It's Minnow Pond Tarot, and he is fabulous. And he talks often about how for a long, long, long time he was stuck at 30,000 subscribers. Now, I would love to have 30,000 subscribers, but he said that he couldn't understand why. Well, now he's almost at 1 million. He said that what he did was he changed his thought process about it and stopped dwelling on it and stopped worrying about it and just did the work. And now I think the last time I looked, he had like 940,000 subscribers. He's good. Minnow Pond Tarot. You should check him out. All right. The animal coming through is a 7. Reflection. This is camel. Endure difficulties with patience and resilience. Oh my gosh. The same kind of thing that's been coming through this whole time. Having patience, practicing, getting done what you need to do before you move on. But remember, the first card out was the Sun. This beautiful, beautiful card of purpose, vision, and self-mastery, right? You can do this. We can do this. When the time is right, it will happen because it will flow. Remember that the Love card talked about flow and how things flow, not forcing things, but going with the flow and letting them flow. When it doesn't feel like it's flowing, it's not the right thing. Okay, I hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope that you've taken something from this. Would love comments if you would like. Obviously, I'd like for you to like the video. I'd love for you to like the video. That really helps my channel a lot, and I appreciate it so much. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.